Network to the world. Subscribe now to the Hot 97 YouTube channel. It's Ebro in the Morning with Laura Stiles and Rosenberg.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Ebro, Laura, and Rosenberg. We have two icons with us today, Styles P and Havoc, and they have a project called Wreckage Manner. It's out right now. Go get it right now.
Yup.
10 records.
Yes. It's amazing.
Yes.
It was phenomenal.
Amazing.
And Havoc, I want to start with you because how did this come together? Was this Styles reached out to you? Y'all just saw each other at over there at what's your favorite restaurant? Planta Queen, having some vegan.
Oh, you know I be in Planta Queen. That's my spot. That's one of them. Shout out to Planta Queen. Shout out to Seasoned Vegan too. Let's not forget Black owned. Let's not forget Black owned.
Black owned.
You know what I mean?
What happened, Hav?
Yo, you know what? One day I just woke up. I swear to God, I was like, yo, who? Because since the death of my friend, my longtime friend,
Prodigy,
R.I.P. the Prodigy. I was like, yo, I haven't done anything in like 4 years, and I said, what can I do? And I said, let me go through the Rolodex of the MCs in my mind that I love, and Styles P came up. I said, let me hit P. Hit P. P was like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's do a project. And that's how it was born. I sent him a track, and he sent it right back.
I was about to say, I know how to speak
minutes.
is now. You sent the text. The song was already in your inbox by the time the text left.
Yo, he sent it back in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
In 30 minutes, he sent it back. I was like, holy shit. I was like, okay, this is real.
This is what I like right here.
Right. This is what we could do. So I just kept on sending tracks.
Was insane.
Now, of the 10, we got Nightmares to Dreams.
That's the single.
That's what we've been playing.
Yeah.
Which one was the one that was sent?
Havoc and the Ghost.
Which I
straightforward.
Think is like track 5 or something in the middle of the
I have
album.
no idea which one it is as of this moment.
But I want to play that. I want to play that. I want to play Nightmares to Dreams.
Yeah.
Did you do all of them, Have? The whole thing?
All of them.
Yes, he did.
Okay. So you said you hadn't made any beats since P died.
Right, I haven't done any music since Prodigy's passing and nothing like that. And not for any special reason, but, I think that it's ironic that the next project that I did do was with somebody named P.
Well, it's also poetic.
Yeah.
And beautiful, I think, too. You know what I'm saying? I think that. And I think I think there is a reason probably why you didn't, because you was healing. That was your brother. And I think taking time to mourn and heal and not try to because I'm sure, P, you talk a lot about healing and mental health and just
for sure.
You've dealt with some things in the forefront of life.
Yeah.
And so when you hear him say that, I'm sure you're like, nah, it was good that you took time.
For sure, definitely. I mean, it was good he took time, but me as a selfish artist and a prick, you want to hear from Havoc.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's a phenomenal lyricist, a phenomenal producer. He's one of the first ambidextrous people. I call it ambidextrous when you could do both. And when you think about it, he's kind of like the father of that breed. Like that was a next generation thing to do, and he did it in the golden era, in the heart of the gold. I don't think that really sinks in people's head, because when you think of
producing and rapping,
of Kanye, J. Cole, and things of that nature, producing and rapping has become a phenomenal thing, which you have to be very talented to do both and at a high level. I mean, there's people who do both, but both ain't at a high level. Like, to be able to do that at a high level, I think that's something we don't give this man enough credit for. He's the kind of the godfather of that.
Well, he did it on a commercial, like on a level where you're commercially viable. Because you got to show Pete Rock, Diamond D, Lord Finesse.
Yeah.
Cats did it.
Yeah.
But you were in a sort of a different space because you're rhyming on records that are on the radio and
but
producing records like that.
Well,
too.
Diamond rhymed a little more than Pete, so I'm going to say that. But that was more of he was rhyming with Prodigy. And not by himself.
You're next to Prodigy.
He's
on
rhyming next to Prodigy and making the beat for Prodigy, and for like that, and for I believe just like I said, Pete and Diamond, those are like my uncles, my big bros. I think they birthed the golden era too. They made it possible for what we did in the golden era, because they was the babies in the era that came before the golden era. They were kind of the babies of being around Rakim, KRS,
Yeah.
Cool G, and so on.
And by the way, shouts to Showbiz too, who did a little rhyming
Yeah.
too. He doesn't show off about it as much, but
Definitely.
Showbiz definitely had a dope voice and could
Definitely.
rhyme
I mean,
too.
but Hav did a whole album.
Yeah.
And a lot of them.
A lot of them.
A lot of them.
on that have, you know, since we're obviously giving you your flowers and rightfully so, even before, like I you know, I know you well enough to know that you don't really like being in the forefront. You don't. That's, and I always wanted to ask you, was that something you knew before that you wanted to kind of be? I want to play the back a little bit. I want to produce, or did you just come to know that because you guys started so young? Because I don't even think you like doing interviews like this.
Right. So to be honest, coming into the game, even with Prodigy and everything like that, I always wanted to play the back. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't have no problem playing the back. You know, I played the back. When we did the Quiet Storm thing, it was, you know, Prodigy came with the verse, and then we did a remix, you know what I'm saying, with Lil' Kim and all of that kind of stuff. And at first, you know, I was like, Chris Lighty was like, God bless the dead. Chris Lighty was like, yo, I was like, I'm not on the song. He was like, well, you made the beat. And then that was my introduction into being like a,
Right.
you know, a producer, rapper.
Got it.
Now, it's also got to be, you've done shows since P has passed.
Yes.
I've seen you perform. Is it weird having to perform Prodigy's verses, or are you always sort of rapping those along with him anyway? Because, you know, Prodigy does have the first verse very often.
Right.
And he often, of course, has a very notable verse, you know, because he's one of the greatest of all time.
Facts.
So, yeah, what's it like for you having to perform those songs?
At first, you know what I'm saying, to be honest, I used to like cry behind my shades, you know, and you know, singing P's verses, like tears used to come out my eyes. But then, you know, I got a little bit stronger, and then I was like, all right, cool, you know, I'm rapping P's verses or whatever it is. But because I used to say to myself, I was like, he's never gonna be on the stage with me no more.
Not in
No,
physical
and-
presence.
Not in
no.
the physical.
Not in the physical.
Right. But that used to really hurt, you know, on the stage.
Did you guys, and we won't stay on Prodigy forever, but we haven't seen you. Were you happy with, you and P had a very open, complicated relationship. I interviewed you personally both many times about those things. Where were you guys when, were you happy with the place you were in with Prodigy when he passed?
We became friends again. You understand what I'm saying? Because we did have a beef that happened. You understand what I'm saying? So it was crazy because we became friends again. Like we you know, I'm stuck saying it, but we became friends again, and we was shopping like health food shopping. Right?
That's dope.
He was putting you on, because I know
That's
P
dope.
was very healthy.
No,
you know,
no. Yeah. So we was in Whole Foods, and we was shopping for, you know, these good foods, and then my friend went. Then he left. That was crazy to me, cause I'm like, yo, how could we become best friends again, and then he leave? Things happen.
And that right there might be the gift. That
That's
might
a
be
blessing.
the blessing.
Right.
That is
That's
the
a
blessing.
blessing in itself.
maybe that's one of the things he needed, you know?
Word.
You know, to bring that full circle and then gift that healthy living to you. You know what I mean? Because I know that's, you know, our brother here. You constantly gifting that to people, man.
Loss is a lot. I'm making me emotional with listening to this shit. Now, loss is a lot because, you know, you gotta deal with the shit. Oh, I'm sorry. Loss is a lot because you got to figure out a way to deal with it and wake up. But at the end of the day, energy never dies. Like, you know what I mean? When you really focus in on it, and there's not a human made that's not going to die. It's just the pain of losing the physical and having to readjust to the situation and kind of readjust your vision.
And being okay hurting.
And being okay hurting, yeah.
Being okay hurting and going through the process. I appreciate you sharing, man. Because I don't even think you've been up here at Hot 97 since. Like, we've had you on Summer Jam and that sort of thing, but actually walking in the radio
Yeah.
station?
It's been a minute.
I remember when you couldn't walk in the radio.
Oh yeah, that too.
I remember them days.
Do you
It was
wanna-
like,
do-
nah, he can't come up here no more.
Do you want me to remind you? Oh,
Nah,
my
it's cool.
God.
It's cool. We ain't gotta read. You know what I mean? It's cool. It's cool.
Now,
It's cool, man.
Did you guys? What was the? Was there ever a tour that saw? I assume there had to be, but in the heyday, was there a Locks Mobb Deep at the same time sort of situation?
Not at all, but we've been at shows. We've
Just
been
like
at-
one-offs.
We've been one-offs together
Right.
for forever.
But the Locks, oh my God, like those are one of those groups when I used to be always like, uh-oh. You understand what I'm saying? Not because it was direct competition, but it was competition.
I mean, y'all
It
are
was
the
like,
groups of New York, though.
Cream of the crop.
Yeah, I mean, it's that conversation. You have EPMD, Tribe, De La,
Yeah.
Locks, Mobb. Like that's kind of the. There's not that many that we think
No.
of as groups in that way.
No.
You know. So
Right, and-
Did you guys see them as competition at all or not?
For sure, 1,000%. They said, I always tell them, they said, you got to think, when I was playing Mobb Deep, I was still working a stock job, selling dope, doing robberies, playing the block, trying to figure it out. So they paved our way. Like, I think hip hop gets lost with paying homage just because somebody's your immediate peer, or they came in a year or two before you. You forget that, you know, or you both reach a certain status that you forget. Like, I always look at everybody who came before me. I don't give a fuck if it was a couple months. Like, you was there, you paved the way, you know what it's like. You in this thing of ours. So I think that's very important to remember those days. Like, not just remember I'm here now. Like, I remember fucking like, wow. Cause I remember, like, I'm a hip hop head, so I remember them popping shit on Buckshot and them shit. And then to see it flourish and go into fruition, like, you know what I mean? That's crazy. So, like, you know, this is, I knew about them before Shook Ones. Right. Like, you know what I mean? This is.
Oh, you remember peer pressure and hit it from the back
That's what
too.
I'm saying. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
When y'all were kids.
When they was kids. So to see that come into full circle, like, you know what I mean? And then they make it, and then they'll come out with Shook Ones. That was like, I mean, we talking bodega, Hennessy, standing on top, outside the block, Army coats, Lexuses, Beamers. We talking the epitome of New York 90s golden era if you was outside. So
I mean, you could argue, and you know, sorry, I
love an argument.
I love arguing and
You
ranting,
love-
but so does Styles.
and you also love a.
I love the debate.
He loves a debate.
I love
You
it.
could
Until-
argue-
I don't
he
like to
loves a
say I love
ranking,
to
too.
argue.
He loves a ranking
Rank and a debate.
No,
you could
I don't
argue.
like to argue because I only argue with friends.
Right.
I don't argue with strangers.
No.
And I love an intellectual debate.
That's right.
That may get a little heated.
Right.
Make it a little chippy. That's all.
You could argue reasonably that Shook Ones is the most New York hip hop song ever made. There's nothing that defines New York hip hop more than Shook Ones. That is in the conversation.
What defines
Definitely.
to people who don't live in New York?
To everyone, you hear it and you go, oh, that's what New York sounds
I
like.
can give you two records.
Definitely.
I can give you two
Okay.
records, right? Money, Power, Respect, and Shook Ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
right?
I think about Money, Power, Respect every day.
Every day.
Every day. I think Money, Power, Respect is the most perfect song ever made.
That is
You know
Rap
what's-
song ever made.
You know what's crazy?
Son.
Cause making it, that session was an ill session.
Money, Power, Respect.
Was everyone there?
That-
at the same time?
everybody
I
that was
was
in that. Everybody was in that session, so it was an ill session. And what was ill was, I felt like the all I was seeing out of QB was Biggie's work ethic. So we were stoned. We was making the verses. We was doing all of that. But with the hook, that was me and Kim working on the hook, and all in my mind was really like, what the fuck do we want out of life? Like, that was really it. It was not even to make a catchy hook, not even like, just more so to epitomize on a song what we kind of all are striving for, because that's what you're doing every day. Like, especially when you bust your ass at something, you got to ask yourself, why am I busting my ass? What am I exactly busting my ass
why?
for? Like,
What's
you know what
my
I mean? And money's a big part of it. But if you forget about trying to earn power and respect, then you ain't really trying to build nothing.
Yeah, but you know what y'all said in there, that even today, get your eating right.
Yeah. No doubt.
Get your eating right.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even get to the money and all that if your food and your intake
But I don't
ain't right.
think, can I be?
You don't think that's what they was? That's what he was
No.
talking about.
I don't think he was talking about fresh vegetables at that point.
That's how
he was talking about eating. Like there, you
No,
got
but
to
the
eat.
journey. But you know what becomes funny when I personally think back about the fruit and veggie situation. I quit beef my first year on Bad Boy on tour, and not just looking at the cows and how they was herded together. And you can ask Lucha Kiss. I woke him up like, yo, come look at this shit. Cause I'm a city dude, so I
you
ain't
drove
never
past
seen
a slaughterhouse.
We driving past just open land, Midwest and all of that. But I remember it was like it had to be like a 3 miles length distance, and a straight land, and all I could see was cow. But it wasn't like TV. They wasn't
Frolicking.
They wasn't frolicking.
No frolic.
They wasn't frolicking.
No
in the
frolicking.
pasture.
So wait,
you
you
know
feel-
what I mean? They
so
was kind of.
you feel bad for the cows.
They look upset.
They looked upset. They looked
Yeah.
unhappy. They looked hurted.
And they were jammed
looked
in,
like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? So from that point, I started kind of thinking about food different, and I was like, nah, I ain't eating beef no more. Like that day,
And that was it?
From that day, I never ate beef again a day in my life.
I stopped beef on the
Boom.
first Mad Cow, which was 94.
you vegan too?
Nice.
I'm not vegan. I still eat seafood. But,
Okay.
and I'll have
He's
chicken every now and then.
health-minded, man.
Whatever you call it.
No,
I just-
he's not. He eats a little chicken, little turkey.
I don't really know. But I don't do that shit
You're
every day.
health-minded,
I
man.
got you.
I might
He's
do it once a
health-minded.
week.
He's
got you.
health-minded.
But my point is, in the 90s, they had the Mad Cow thing.
Right.
And I was like, wait, cows is getting sick?
Right.
Well, I ain't fucking with this no more. I'm good. But
Word.
I was raised to not eat pork, but all that.
Yeah.
I got you.
But no, get your eating right. They was talking
Get
about
you eating
that.
right.
You'll be eating right.
I
Get you
just
eating
for me, it's something about that song. If it
There's
wasn't
a lot of New York songs. If you want to really,
Nah, but that one right there, like, almost make you want to fucking
I think
cry.
I
New York
think
State of Mind is in the conversation.
New York State of Mind, definitely.
Who made that?
That's not
Nah.
That's not.
Nas. Okay, yeah, he got
Juicy.
that one.
Juicy. Yeah, but the sound of Juicy. Well, it's hip hop in a different way. It's.
So do you hear the bars?
But the bars
bars
are
are
the most.
Do you hear the
memorable.
bars?
Yo,
Like,
the illest part is there's
Dead
no
Presidents, Hove.
Hov.
dead presidents.
Come on, there's a lot of things
What
that
about you don't know?
It's
time
tenable.
period.
It's tenable.
Cream,
It's tenable.
Wu-Tang,
Cream.
Cream.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
It's
Let's
tenable.
go. Let's
It's a
Cinema.
few. It's
I
a
can do
few.
this.
Side. We could do it all
We
day.
could do a top 10.
Hov got a few. Let's just be honest. Hov got a few.
Well, that sound like the
All right.
quintessential New York.
Where
song.
I'm from?
Ooh, where I'm from is hard.
Yeah.
Where I'm from's really
Yeah.
good.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I
And you
think-
don't know
I
is
think
really
all the-
good.
You know,
There's a few.
There's a lot.
There's a few.
But we could say that it's a top 12.
I'll tell you this: no matter what list you make, Shook
Shook
Ones
Ones
is
is
it's a
definitely-
very
It's
tippy
on.
top.
Very
It's just
tip.
it's
Very.
on.
yo. By the way, guess what?
Thanks for bringing me back in.
You're gonna end up competing with yourself too, because if I'm making that list, Quiet Storm ends up there too.
Quiet Storm's
definitely.
Like
Well, and
1,000%.
here's the other
That's-
thing about Shook Ones. Shook Ones plays for suburbia and like pop people, like people that ain't even on. Like it's
'Cause-
now here's if you want to make an argument, it might be the most hardcore rap record that plays like it's a pop song.
Like it's that popular. Yeah, it's
1,000%.
it's the most popular hard song of
You know
all
what I'm
time.
saying?
1,000%. It was an awakening. That's what I'm saying. You can't deny what they brought to the table as an awakening because, all right, if you think about it like this, you Wu is floating around. It's a lot of members. You got Nas, you got Big, you got Hove, all solo dudes. Now you got fucking just two short dudes out of Queens with hoodies on, drinking Henny, smoking, talking some fucking incredible shit.
Very vivid.
Like very,
vivid.
you can picture it all.
Yeah, they paint the
and,
picture.
And you know what? They was painting the picture what everybody was doing. Like,
Right.
By the way, on the
not you, Rosenberg,
No,
but
of
you,
course.
Yo, I
Not
wanted
me.
that Hennessy shirt. I wanted that Hennessy shirt so bad. Where'd y'all get the Hennessy shirts made?
Prodigy made them. Prodigy made them.
Just over at Coliseum over there? Y'all just went to the mall?
He went to the Coliseum. he said, yo, I'm gonna get the shirts for the video the next day. Like we was our own stylist.
Yeah.
Not me. We.
Him.
Prodigy. He gave me this shirt. I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna wear it. And I wore it, and it was iconic shirts.
Hennessy ever gave y'all a bag?
Nope, but they will.
They will.
I love that.
Peace and blessings. Hold on. Let's take the
Peace
time
and
out to do
blessings.
peace and blessings. Love is love. Entrepreneurs in the building. Dear Hennessy.
Dear-
Hello, how you doing? This is the legendary member of Mobb Deep Havoc. Somebody on the Hennessy team should do the homework. You've also done business with Nas. You should definitely want to do business with Havoc of Mobb Deep. He's represented it. You've done business with me before, and I appreciate it, and I'm very thankful. You've done a party
Mobb
for me.
did a lot.
But you should definitely do business with Havoc. Let's get some business done, Hennessy. We appreciate you. We love you. Give back to the culture. Let's make it a business thing.
There we
Let's
go.
get this collab done. Love is love.
Yo, you know how you know that song, by the way, is fucking bonkers? Is that if every ad lib is memorized by the fans,
Yeah.
the fact that Ayo word up some word, he's saying nothing. He's literally just like testing the mic practically,
Yo,
and people
son,
know
word up.
every.
Yeah.
And that's what.
He was talking to himself in the zone, dog.
Ayo word up some word.
Yeah,
Yo,
you in
man.
there, dog. He was in that pocket.
I'll tell you this though, dude, a song that I want to mention because you guys will both be excited about it. How did you feel, when you heard Prodigy and Alchemist come up with fucking Keep It Thorough? Because that shit, and we know you taught Alan a lot. You must have been like, this
didn't
guy's
teach
gone
Al-
too far.
I didn't teach Al anything.
Really?
No. But when I heard that Keep It Thorough, the video. Sorry to cough in the mic. The video, I was like, they was like, can you come to the video? We had to go away somewhere or whatever it was, and elation. I was elated. I was like, to be part of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I swear to God, it wasn't no hate. It was no nothing. I was like, holy shit, can we get more of this?
And P, what about for you as one of the most gangster rappers of all time? When you heard the shit P was saying on that, were you
Throw a
like,
TV at you, you bananas? Oh my God! I mean, I think that's what New York elite MCs do for each other. You keep each other up, awake, and sharp. And even Hav said some shit on this project. I was like, I don't know how the fuck I didn't say this in my.
Entire
I
life?
didn't know how I didn't think about saying these few lines. Like, damn, man. 'Cause I felt like this motherfucker took off and want to wake up. He want to call me for a project and wake up with the clothes on. Like, this is crazy. But I also felt honored. Like, you know, it was an honor. Like, people always ask me, what kind of MC would I have been to turn this down? Like, that would mean I'm not even an MC. That mean I lost my stripes of being a craftsman. That means I'm no longer an assassin. That means I don't have the drive, the will, or the hunger to wake up and say
he
I'm part
is
of
the
this fucking
assassin.
thing about.
He is the assassin.
And man, he was sending shit, and I was like, wow. Like, you know what I mean? Because one thing, like I say, is I'm in the locks. None of us produce. So I can't imagine what Prodigy had to feel like he was in heaven, God bless the dead, before when he was down here to have a producer and a partner, like to have somebody that know that shit you want to say, that you're gonna say, that you're gonna talk
Or knows
about.
how to create the
but
sound
now it's to create
palette.
the sound for that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Like, are you kidding me? Like, I couldn't imagine that. Like, and to be able to, you
well,
know,
and vice versa. And then you got the
Yeah.
the illest voice maybe of all time as your partner.
So I'm in a super slump because I don't got Prodigy to be there. I used to have Prodigy right next to me, and I used to be just playing even whack beats, and the nigga would make the whack beat sound dope. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm in a super slump. You understand what I'm saying? When I'm making these beats, it's like, you know, I got like 1,000 beats in the computer. You know what I mean? And it's not P to rhyme over them. So whatever people, you know, might think or whatever, you know, I miss P. You know what I'm saying? That was like, you know, peanut butter and jelly. Like that's my dude. You feel me?
And you guys made magic, man. Like it's
A lot of it.
I mean, so many times.
lot of magic.
It went on and on. Like if you
lot
go
of
back and
magic.
look at the catalog,
A
you're like, oh
lot
man, it
of
kept going. I
fucking
forgot they had a
magic.
joint on
Yeah.
the joints on Infamy. I forgot about.
No, it's
lot of
always
magic.
it's on every album. It's one or two things that went beyond just, you know, being a Mobb Deep fan that crossed over to other audiences too.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Not to mention the rare shit and B-sides that only nerds like us remember. You know, the fucking rare species, modus operandi, and random records they all used to put out. When you guys rhymed on the Prince shit, which is some bootleg shit that was fucking crazy.
when they rhymed over with G-Rap, Oh my, doom 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 doom. That I think that was like a Bible scripture.
Yeah,
that was like that's like a golden era, golden age. You want to talk about a pit? That's New York. That's people under the stairs, New York.
Hold on. I might be able to play this on the.
You gotta play that. I gotta play this for the youth. Can y'all play that for the youth for me, man?
Let's just run it.
That is totally so. Like that right there was like, damn, dog.
I don't even.
Damn, dog.
Hold on, I'm gonna play it right now in the room.
I don't know. You know what's
Realest?
crazy? Because hip hop is such a beautiful thing.
Put me in queue.
Go ahead. Yeah.
This is scripture.
The undisputed. For street niggas living with their lives on the line.
For young guns coming up during these times.
For police who find drugs letting niggas slide.
For niggas out slinging like 4 in the night.
For your man's not snitching when the pressure is tight.
For pistols that don't jam when it's time to strike.
For bootleg liquor on a Sunday night.
This be the realest shit you heard in your life.
Yo, when the gas refill, your cash get pilled, and that's the deal. Fuck the bitch ass and switch fast niggas that lack the real. When the slugs burst, G-Rap be aiming at your mug first. Niggas is bloodthirst, we see who get plugged worse. We dug earth to place you, put the nickel platers to your facial. Bullets ain't racial, kid, they only hate you. My nine will seem like it's a time machine, we see they do. Checking you more than Ripper, my fifth's an organ shifter. The human organism lifter, you'll be hearing organs if you're leaving orphans. If you let these fours hit you with a law split you. A four pitcher, the bump heads, but those that don't let accurate shots in back of your knot. Leaving one dead, you have Havoc and Prodigy. Let's put these bitch niggas where bodies be done. Yo, if it gotta be, it gotta be, it gotta be.
Check it.
For street niggas living with their lives on the line.
For young guns coming up during these times.
For police who find drugs letting niggas slide.
For niggas out slinging like 4 in the night.
For your man's not snitching when the pressure is tight.
For pistols that don't jam when it's time to strike.
For bootleg liquor on a Sunday night.
This be the realest shit you heard in your life. When the gas spits, some niggas get blown off the atlas. The half is the song history. Reenactments, get practice. What you lack is you think like the Atlas strike.
For bootleg liquor on a Sunday night.
This be the realest shit you heard in your life. Never prejudge, it be the humble that'll squeeze slugs. It be the ones standing still that'll peel guns. Spill blood for my thuns, thuggin' for me. Man, you don't wanna get involved, fuckin' with P. I spent more nights healing, less nights chillin'. The more shots they hold, the better they feel it. What be the dealings? Some killers like to hide behind specs. Others got blatant disrespect, and the rest are so young that you wouldn't even expect to be bursting off guns like a Vietnam vet on the steps, sitting in the staircase bent, thinking on ways to take another man's head, go to war with niggas that's against what I rep. I settle things with a heavy metal fifth. Change clips, switch clothes after I spit. Place niggas back in their space. Fuckers on your mind, kid.
For street niggas living with their lives on the line.
Woo,
Man, man.
Now,
P.
that was on
Shit you
my
ever
music.
heard in your life.
99. That's 99.
That's the nigga that I used
That's
to
it.
rhyme with. That's the nigga that I used to
He's a maniac, that guy. He's a heaven is
That's the nigga that I used to rhyme with.
Yeah.
word.
We was just talking this morning too. First of all, everybody go get Wreckage Manner, which is out now. Why is it? What's
sir.
Wreckage Manner?
December 3rd. December 3rd.
Wreckage synonym for havoc, manner synonym for styles, and listen to the music. It's wreckage with style.
Ooh.
I like it.
There we go.
Havoc, Wreckage. I like it. Wreckage
That's
Manner.
tight.
I like
Okay.
You know what I mean? We wanted to be havoc and styles, but respectively to the locks.
I
and
saw the
Mobb
dressed
Deep.
up. You was dressed up. You was in the house next to
Yeah.
the piano. I saw
Yeah,
you.
you know.
There you go.
You know.
I saw you. Wreckage Manner. On It's, we was just talking today, cause what song did you play for White-ish Wednesday?
I forget, but it
Beatles.
made you think about
Beatles, which is
the KRS.
the KRS.
Hey Jude becoming the bridge.
The bridge.
Yeah, bad. I heard that. I was listening.
Yeah. But then it had me thinking about Thug Life
Criminal Minds.
is Mine was the melody of Boy Is Mine, Brandy and Monica, right? Out of that song.
Yes.
Yeah. So I told him, I was like, Does anybody process that they are dissing the shit out of some people with Brandy and Monica as the backdrop?
Let me tell you something. Nas is slick. Nas is the slickest. You understand what I'm saying? He did do that on a purpose.
Oh, you mean him doing that? Even the idea of the flip of that?
Yeah. So he wanted to. He wanted to. Believe me, he wanted to diss somebody, so he did it. And believe
specific
me,
terms.
Right.
Believe me,
Nothing's
Nas
an
is-
accident.
He's slick like that. Like he'll do a diss quietly.
Right.
How long did it take for you guys to get good with Nas? Because if you listen to the Prodigy, if you read or listen to the Prodigy book, which I have, I recommend listening to it. It's incredible hearing Prodigy tell his whole story. But the relationship between P and Nas.
It was complicated.
It was like
complex.
in and out and do a song together and get on the Queensbridge
they always,
album.
but they always liked each other.
Right.
They
They were
always
like
liked each
frenemies.
other. It was right. It was a competitive.
MCs got
thing.
egos, man.
Yeah.
MCs have egos. Sometimes they work well together, and sometimes they don't, and sometimes it's an up and
Man,
down.
regular people got
Yeah. That's true,
like
too.
relationship.
Not
But I mean,
everybody gonna be
as an
good on
ego, as an MC though, you always. It's that look like I will burn you. You nice, like you got that slot. I got that slot. I will burn you, dog. You my man. I love you, but I will
I'ma
burn
take
you.
you out.
Like I will finish you if they put the right beat on right
But you
now.
and speaking of that competition, you said, Styles, after the verses that like you were comfortable on that night. You realized what that night was going to be, and that you were going to go into pass first mode and run point guard and let Jada be the shooter that night.
Yeah, you go with the flow of things. Like if you one, he already handled it and his energy was there. Like I did my job up until then. Then when we got there, both of them turned off, and that means I could lay back and they got it. I think when you're in a group, you gotta know, and you gotta know your positions in a group. Like Kiss is our he's our main guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get to the stage there and think on versus night now, I'm going to become Styles P and let the versus world see me. The main guy, now let's go with the flow. Let's go with the rhythm. You come to me with, you got the eye, you got that look. Let's go. Run the point, baby.
And
Run it. And I'm going to back you, and then if we got to switch, we switch it.
Were you guys already cooking this album when
Yeah,
that
we was
versus
already
happened?
cooking.
Oh, so you were watching? You were sitting
We
there
was
watching?
already cooking, yeah.
I said Christmas.
We was already
I said
cooking, man.
Christmas.
Yeah.
So how long
we
y'all?
was cooking.
How much time spent making this project? Like how many months are we looking at? When did y'all start?
We started early, but then P got busy. You
Yeah, I
understand
got-
what I'm saying? He got busy.
I got on the
We
road.
started in like what, March.
What month was versus?
In the summer, August.
August.
Yeah, because we started.
If,
Me and him started way before the verses even
Yeah,
was a thing.
I think
Okay.
we was 3 months before versus.
Okay.
Whatever 3 months before versus was for, we was around.
Cooking.
Yeah,
We was already cooking.
Now, Styles, for you, you love, like you said, I'm a sniper. I get out here, I rap. I love rapping. I
Yeah.
love competition. I love,
yeah, that's what I love.
you know what I'm saying? Talk about, because you just put out a solo project.
Yeah.
What, like 6 months ago,
Yeah,
maybe, right?
I think so. I
Something
get
like
lost.
that.
I get lost. In the
There's this
matrix
project now,
Yeah.
but as an MC
It's Chad.
that always wants to
to
contribute
pick up
and
one
that
of his
wants to stay
children from
sharp
the
and
care of his
continue to put out material. How do you balance the when and why of when it's a good time, or is that just a vibe that you want?
I mean, for me, to be honest, the music bag. To be honest, the music bag's not affecting my life.
Right.
And not controlling my life and
It's not
how I live
financial,
my
like, you
life.
don't need
Yeah,
to-
like I live my life, and that's part of it. Music more so for me is therapy. And when I leave, I said I was an MC. I came in here as an MC. So for me, the most important thing, I remember from a fan base. I think what made Golden Era MCs last a little longer than those who came before us was the amount of work we put in. I think your catalog means something, and I think people get caught up in the matrix, numbers, social media, what's going on, who's the hypest, and that kind of may derail you from the point of having a catalog. But ill MCs, what makes the ill is because they rhyme. Like, God bless the dead, P, he rhymed. He rhymed a lot.
A lot.
He rhymed a lot.
He was like you. He was one of the ones
Like,
who
he
was like
rhymed
you.
a fucking lot. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And I think that's
Wayne
knowing that-
rhymes a lot, you know?
Yeah, Wayne rhymes a lot. I think if you into your craft, I think I'm really addicted to rhyming, to be honest. It's part therapy, and it's no matter what, something with words. I'm always playing with words. I play word puzzles, word games, watch a lot of film. I watch weird film. I watch shows. So creativeness and words and just art, period, keep me alive, to be honest with you. That's the thing that keeps me pretty much moving. Even if it's not me doing art, just being into some sort of art. Like I watch a movie, I'm watching an actor, how he's acting. Like I'm looking at his feel like, damn, that craft is crazy how he's knocking this thing. So I think just the love of the art keeps you alive. And I think when you go, you want to be able to say, me personally, I like to go, I'll rhyme y'all motherfuckers. You may have been more liked than me. People may have liked you more. Some people, but you can't outwork me. You won't really find nobody in this age group who can outwork me. And I bet a pinky on it. I bet a whole right hand on it.
A whole right.
I bet my whole, and if they do, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to outwork that ass. I'm going to get to it and say, there's people who are really scary, like Black Thought, Royce the 5'9", Talib, East, Bronson, Have, God bless the dead, P, Kiss, Luch, Cole, Kendrick. It's a world of very ill MCs. So you as an ill MC better go, what do I do? Keep working. Keep sharpening the sword. So in case you bump into them and they call you for a collab or something,
You ready?
you ready.
Well, and this isn't basketball. Your game doesn't get worse
No, this
in
is
your 40s.
this is lyrical basketball.
But
This
you
is
can
lyrical
keep getting
kung
better.
fu.
But you because
Yeah.
LeBron at this point cannot get better. He will still play and he will hopefully be great. But it's going to end
So
soon.
the physicality, you mean? He
No,
can
as
get
an
smart.
Y'all can keep growing into your 50, 60 years old.
But a writer. I got a song that I just did that I wish I could let y'all hear. That was just it's just so dope. And
And it's something you probably couldn't have done 10 years ago, but you could do it now.
No. Probably.
You
And
can
this
get
is
better.
a song of yours or collaboration?
No,
or?
it's just a song of mine. It's just inside of my computer. You know what I mean? The name of the song is "Pick Your Friends Wisely." You understand what I'm saying? Like,
So now you're gonna have to put it out pretty soon. Now that we're talking,
Definitely. Right after the thing. You got to ride the momentum, man.
Now I was gonna actually be my next question after what Styles was saying was, what has this moment done for you? Because hearing, I mean, this is your first time really. I've seen you talking about the effect of P's passing on you and seeing you so emotional, not liking, wanting to just kind of, for the last 4 years, you've been not in the public, but what is this moment doing for you? Like, how do you feel in this moment? We're going to be seeing more of you, hearing more material. You talked about having 11,000 songs or whatever you got cooked and just making beats all the time. You have so much material. Are you guys going to do more Wreckage Manner? Are you going to do other? Oh, well, there's that answer.
mentally, it did a lot for me. You know what I mean? It was therapeutic for me. I want to thank Styles P
Thank
for
you,
even
brother.
doing the project with me. I think this project is really, really, really dope. It sounds like a mesh of Locks and Mobb Deep album.
Yeah.
Like that's what it sounds like to me. And then it sounds like something new a little bit. But mentally it was therapeutic for me. You know what I mean? So I didn't mean to put that on him, but for me
it was an honor
me,
and
it
a
was
pleasure.
good.
Listen,
It was an
pharmacy
honor
for
and a
life. He
pleasure.
helping people with life all
Right.
the time. So
Right.
We helping each other. I mean,
Yeah.
we all do one way or the other, and I think that's what especially when it comes to the health world, like you were saying earlier, because I don't want people, especially with me being here, to understand. If you just on your 1-2 with trying to be healthy, that's good enough. I think judgmental veganism comes in your early years of veganism, like your first 3 years, you're like, you shouldn't eat animal and this and that. I'm not the creator. God made animal. God knew what man would do when he put the animal here. I'm pretty sure of that. I hate to say this to the rest of the vegan world, but that's how I personally feel. So I don't stand on judging people. What I say is we as a community, as brown people, poor white people too, you're including in this. If you want to do better, you have to just wake up and say, I want to do better. You don't have to make giant steps. I think it starts with baby steps. And I think we as a community, we focus on a lot of things which are dope. Watches are dope, cars are dope, houses are dope, money's dope, all of that's dope, but you don't enjoy it without your health and a good family. You see, God bless Virgil, we lost him this week.
Yep.
You could do great things in life, but you always need your health, and we as a community just have to be more health-minded with taking care of each other and not judgmental, but just like, I'm here, bro. You need help, I'm going to help you. I need help. Hopefully you help me, and I think, especially in hip-hop, we really need that. We lost a lot of artists this year. We lose a lot of people to drugs, a lot of people just to the fast life period, so... It's just stay up, stay focused, and focus on all that dope shit, but don't forget about the health. It makes you enjoy it a little more. You can enjoy that watch.
And health is
and
everything.
House and
Well,
car,
and also,
a little
too,
more.
that health
is
feeling good.
health is
Health
everything.
and happiness go together.
Yeah,
Health is
that's what I'm
everything.
saying.
And it brings you some emotional stability, which
Facts.
also can then reduce how many conflicts and shit you having because you
Definitely.
feel good about yourself.
It all works
And
together.
I'm the poster boy for that. If you look at my I'm literally the poster boy for if you just want to monitor yourself and make sure you're waking up feeling good, it eventually leads to you just wanting to have peace and peace of mind. Like, there was times as a professional rapper, like most of my career, I went outside with 2 guns every day. Like that, I got a family, I make money, I got a career, and it was like, how can I just keep living like this? Like, you know what I'm saying? And that was ego. And that was ego due to a chemical imbalance and not really just giving myself the best I could give myself. Not saying I'm gonna always do great, nobody's like that, but just to monitor how you feeling. A lot of us are flipping out and get really agitated and don't say, all right, what did I eat this week? Why am I feeling like this? Like, you get in a room full of vegans, they may be obnoxious and tell you about the plants and the animals and don't do that, but you ain't gonna see a fist fight. Ain't nobody gonna get stabbed. Right. Ain't nobody gonna get beat up.
They might annoy you.
It may be an annoying argument, but nobody's like
Gonna die.
Nobody's getting resorting to violent tactics in vegan world. Like they have a long debate.
Now that Peter, they
Debate you to death.
Peter be crossing the line though. Let's
Peter
keep it on.
crosses the line, and I give a shout out.
Y'all
to
gotta
Peter.
stop throwing shit at people.
Yeah, I give a shout out to them in love, and I think the thing with Peter is they need more black people. They need more people from the black and urban community to spread the message because as a privileged, I hate to say it, but as a privileged white person, you don't view the rest of the world in the way the rest of the world views the rest of the world. So while you care for dolphins, seals, chipmunks, squirrels, and every other animal, which is a very beautiful thing to do and very kind, you have to remember that if you didn't talk to Tyrone and Bob in the hood, where they got to tell our kids every day, yo, watch when you walk by police. Watch how you speak. Watch how you speak to this person. A person, we as people don't even have equal rights. Black people don't even have a Peter.
Right.
Black people kind of need a Peter.
That's fact.
For black, NAACP, love is love to y'all, but that ain't it for the, all black people. Like, we as black people don't even have Peter, so it's hard to tell a black person about the rights of animals.
Dogs.
And dogs, and like you can't go to the average black person to talk about the treatment of a
dogs.
dog,
Love
and
a
we
dog.
love dogs.
And
I
of
love,
course,
I love all animals.
In
but
theory,
I think,
you agree, of course, but it's just hard to
In
But
prioritize.
it's
theory,
like, really,
in
you
theory, I
caping
love-
for an animal more than you
Yeah.
caping for a human?
Right.
yeah, in theory, because you have to think about that. Like think about the conversation you guys had before we got here. Sandra Bullock and a kid and adopting a black kid and knowing the terms of how to speak, telling her. Sandra Bullock told a black child, if you wear a hoodie in the streets, this is how you look, which I
God
understand
damn.
and I get it. But then Peter has to look at something like that and go, why would black people understand what the fuck we're talking about? And I love Peter and I love what they stand for. And hopefully, like, I built with them and I like them.
Not to mention, if they had someone black there, that someone would go, hey, listen, you can
This
do
shit
a
is
lot.
crazy.
Don't fuck up that fur coat. That costs entirely too much money.
No,
you can't
yeah.
just throw
Paint
fucking
at
paint.
people's
Like,
head.
no, that's too far, y'all.
I mean, there's some things they do are dope, and I think there's some things they do that just doesn't tap in with
That's right.
with the community of misfortune.
One nonsense. Before we let you guys go, nonsense question. What are you watching right now, Ghost? You up on Succession? You caught up? What's going on?
I'm all the way up on Succession.
Oh,
come on, boy. Woo! Succession was crazy. You watch Billions?
I'm not. I'm
Oh,
behind on
Billions.
Billions.
I'm with the shits.
Billions is crazy.
Yeah,
How
I'm with
Billions
this. I'm
ended
with this.
was crazy. I'm waiting for Ozark to come back. I'm on
Ozark.
actually Narcos.
Narcos,
Kevin,
new Narcos.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart's new shit.
Kevin Hart.
Listen, bro.
Hold on.
With Wesley,
Shout out to my partners.
with Wesley.
Yeah, with Wesley Snipes.
Yo,
Shout out to my man Theo Ross.
Word.
Yo,
My
hold
man,
on.
we gotta give. Let me tell you something, man.
Give Kevin his flowers.
Hold on, because we got invited as 2 Jews and 2 black dudes to review the first episode.
Yes.
And I watched the first episode. I was like, this is kind of crazy. And because he did it with the people from Narcos. But here's what I thought was really dope and really, really smart, because he tapped into his world and brought a dark side of his world. He remained Kevin. All his nuances that made him funny and make him funny, he somehow learned how to transfer that over to a serious side. And the joint he did, I think, with the what's my man? I call him Walter White. I'm sorry, Walter White. I should know your acting name.
Now you fucked me up too. Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, see, I think he does little things to show that he was converting and but I think he really showed his chops there. And I think the Narcos dude showed his chops with being able to show I can hop in, black world and it ain't got to just be drugs.
And that's the thing that it trips you out at first. When you see the Kevin Hart shit, you're like, yo, is this a Kevin Hart? Like, are they being funny? Like the first episode, you're like, is this supposed to be funny? Oh no, this ain't funny.
No.
Oh no, this ain't fun.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
This ain't funny.
I'm excited. This is my next show that I'm starting. And also everyone, Kevin's not appreciated enough. He's gotten so big that people spend time hating on him so often that I'm happy he has a show that people are giving him his flowers and being like, you do dope shit.
I think success
He had to switch the drama.
Success breeds that. And I think he should be grateful for that hate, because that made him bust their ass more.
That's right.
See, sometimes that hate drives you when people start to doubt you and talk negative about you and they mad at your success. That made him open a new door. And he really bust his ass, man. He showed his chops, and I'm looking forward to see him do more serious role.
And he produced this, right? He produced this too.
Him and the Narcos.
Listen, he's gonna be all right. Kevin's gonna be all right.
Financially, he's
regardless.
good. He can produce things, but I'm glad that he's opened this door for himself, though. That's I guess
But
really
he
what I'm
had
happy.
to. That was the next thing that he had to do, or we would have just been like, okay, we would have wrote him off.
Yo, you know what else is crazy? That motherfucking BMF.
Yeah, Lil Meechka actor. He's
Yes.
a real actor.
Yo,
Yes.
Little
Yeah,
Meech,
that's what I'm hearing.
the
BMF?
Little
Yes.
Meech dude. Oh man, he definitely has a future in acting.
Yo,
He's
and I
amazing.
read an article. They said he spent 2 years this is his first time on camera. They put him in
I heard.
acting school.
That's a real
like-
actor.
Yeah.
Like he's an
Nah,
actor.
he's certified.
real
That's
actor.
what I'm saying. I'm looking forward to seeing him in
he's an actor now.
stuff. So yeah,
That's a real
BMF is.
actor.
I think that's And while we here, shout out to 50 on that, man. Lord have mercy,
Shout out
man.
to 50.
Nah, he's
Yo,
really done
50 cents. Please, man. Cut me in or cut the shit, man. Cut me in or cut the shit, dog.
Yeah,
The fuck is you doing, 50?
how many
How many
come on,
times
it's
we
a lot of
gotta
shows.
say this to you, man? I don't want no little role neither. I want to go in as a writer.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yo.
want to go in as a writer. I'm dope, dog.
By the way-
Hit
by the-
me, bro. I
That's-
fuck with 50 now. You
wanna
know
see
what
that.
we don't do enough? Like, I don't think we,
Can I get a part 50, please?
Yeah, we need a film Havoc. See, you're starting small.
you know
we need
now.
the Wreckage Manner series.
You do
We're
the
gonna make
what's that
creative
called?
people-
The
Music
like
supervision.
popcorn.
Yeah, you do the
You should
music
be so
like
supervision.
popcorn.
Your music supervision. He should
Yeah,
be
I'm
a
trying
lead
to get
writer.
him cut. Yeah,
Writer
Cut me
and
in,
music
50 cut.
supervisor.
Damn, he's doing it. He out there working. I think people of our generation that came in with us who are doing huge, grateful things. Like you say, a lot of people get a lot of hate, a lot of shit all the time. A lot of us are dicks and pricks sometimes and do dickish, prickish shit.
Did you bring that up intentionally right after you mentioned 50?
No. I would have said it straight up.
Okay.
When dealing with someone like 50, I would rather be aggressive. than
That's the
subliminal.
only way. No,
I'm a
50
street
knows
guy,
his dick.
Rosenberg. I don't do that. I'm
You
talking
don't do
about
the
all the people in power. Period.
Yeah.
We may do things. I said we actually, so I kind of threw myself.
Bro,
in there.
no. Although you're not really a dick often to me.
I can be not in the music world, but in a person.
Oh,
not even in the juice world, but to my friends.
To your friends, you
to my
can be a
friends,
dick.
I could sometimes I could be a little cold, not mean, but
You're
I'm
not
a
a
little-
Well, here's
I'm
the
a
thing with
distant
Styles.
dude.
You catch him on the right day, keep that same energy with Styles, and make sure you communicate frequently and keep that same energy.
But you
Otherwise,
always,
he's
yeah.
gonna keep moving without you, and then you're gonna
but
try to
you
recycle
But
it
you
up,
always
and
gotta
you're
love
gonna-
him. You always gotta
He's
love him.
always straight up.
I'm like
always
brutally
love him.
honest. That's what I'm saying. I could be like, you
Yes.
may ask me, yo, can you do this for me? And I'd be like, nah. 4 months later, maybe.
Right.
So that's kind
No,
of
here's
like.
why I look at it with Styles. Styles came through and blessed my album in 2 seconds. When I hit him saying, I'll text him about something else. No response. I'll text him about something else. No response. Then I'll be like, yo, we're having dinner tonight. He'll be like, what time? And show up. You never know what so you just love him. And I know when he misses, when he doesn't respond, he just didn't feel like responding at that moment.
No, it's not. I don't feel like it. And I think this is what people forget about MCs. One, I'm an MC. My phone is ringing all day.
Yeah.
I have to make rhymes. So I got to shut it off and say screw the world sometimes. Then I do Juice, and we do Pharmacy for Life. So I do business with my wife. I do business with my partners. Then I got a whole staff I got to speak to. Then I have a life that I like on the side. Like I like to just...
You got shows to watch.
Yeah, I got sweatpants to buy. I got skinnies to smoke. I got modern appliances to buy. You know what I mean? I got cordless vacuums.
You have to watch movies with Rosenthal.
What's your favorite cordless vac? That
Dyson,
Dyson, bro. That Dyson.
The Dyson. I got the Dyson. The other
long
one.
pole.
But I'm balling. I got the one. I don't got to touch nothing. I forgot the name.
Roomba.
The robot. I got
the Roomba.
It's circling around and then it go parks itself. I'm living, dog. Are you kidding
listen,
me?
by the way,
I got iTunes. I got Wi-Fi on my oven. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah, I got Wi-Fi.
Yo, but
on my oven and my stove.
Do you have Bluetooth
That
in your
thing.
refrigerator, though?
I think so. The way you could play, I could play music.
Can you
from
play music
stuff.
in your refrigerator? That's the key.
My stove can.
Your stove can play music.
Yeah, my stove can. Yeah.
Yo, Ebro, get your
I'm
shit
not
up,
living.
yo.
I'm not
Get your
living.
shit up.
You know what I'm saying? I got, like, when you get middle-aged, like, listen to me, young people.
That's why it's called Wreckage Manner.
Yeah, when you
That's
get
why
middle-aged,
it's not
look.
just Styles and Havoc. They had
When your bones start
You know
to
what I mean?
hurt, you got to stop doing dumb things, or you could go to jail or lose your life. Dumb things have to stop. Then you have to pick cool things that you like to do and have fun doing it. And not because everybody else said it's cool. Don't worry about what everybody else said. Do what you like and find yourself and have a good time. You're going to die. We're all gonna die one day. I'm just being real. Let's get to the point.
As healthy as you
so
can be.
So live. While you're alive, live. Right. Because you're gonna die.
So if you're at the store, right, you go to PC Richard today and they go, do you want the stove with the Blue Richard music, with the Bluetooth music or not? Get the fucking Bluetooth music.
No, it depends if
life.
you could afford it.
Oh. Yeah.
Live life to your affordability. Buy the best that you can to your affordability, and then plan. If you can't afford the one with the Bluetooth now, don't fuck up and
don't
fuck
just put it on your credit card.
Don't do that.
No.
Plan it. Then put a little stash to the
and
side.
never take financial advice from Rosenberg. Ever. Ever.
That's not, hold on. Don't go that. No, don't go that far. You're going now. You're doubling down as if I've thrown my whole life away. I got divorced and I bounced back. Don't talk to me. No one talked to me. Yeah, no one talked to me about money.
But he just started getting into his 401k yesterday.
I did. No, I'm a disaster.
He had zero investments.
For all the jokes Pete literally is one of the great examples of over the years being like, Rosenberg, I know you good. My man Rosenberg's good. Trust me. And I was like, I'm not good.
He's not good.
I'm not good.
I figured out you was
He's
a
the
whack
most
Jew.
ungood Jew.
Oh yeah, we talked about this.
I told him the last time I seen him, I said, Rosenberg, where's your Jewness at?
I know. He was like
I'm bluish. Like I am a bluish. Like you really bluish.
I'm bluish. Yeah.
You're bluish
by
descent.
By blood. Yeah,
I am bluish by mentality.
Right.
And frugalness.
And osmosis.
And strategy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not doing enough Jewish shit.
I know.
Because I have some great Jewish people in my life that told me a lot of valuable lessons.
Yeah.
And coming up, my lawyer one time, my criminal lawyer told me, come outside with me. Went outside. He said, you see this Jaguar? You paid for it. Do you want to buy me Jaguars or you want to buy you Jaguars? You got to pick a decision on what you want to do in life. You know what I mean?
Wow, that's a bar.
He did that as a friend. Like, I love you. I got love for you.
But you're going to pay these invoices and I'm going to get these Jags.
Let me show you what you bought.
Real.
You bought me this. Straight up. And it hit home. I'm looking at it like, shit.
Meanwhile, I just be
thought about it. I actually did. You know what I mean?
And I'm gonna stop.
Yeah. So I think it's you got to.
I got to work on. I got to find some good Jewish people.
Trash
in my
life. You Killer Touch. Even my two partners, because I do a podcast. In case you don't know, called Two Jews and Two Black Dudes.
Are they terrible with their finances?
No, they're good with their finances, but we're not doing enough as the podcast for them to be Jewish.
Right.
Jewish people, are you hearing about this podcast?
Right, they're not.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Hear from the bluish guy.
Yo, go get Wreckage Manner.
Facts.
Styles
is lit.
Havoc and Styles. Go get it right
Congrats,
now.
guys. Thank you.
Give it up for these fellas, man. Thank you. Yes.